An inquiry into the death of Sheku Bayou, who died in police custody in Fife on May the 3rd, 2015, has heard from an expert witness discussing the police's aims when they're met with somebody with a bladed weapon. I will say this interested me, as I wonder what she and police bootlickers might say about the Derby police case where the man was shot in a sealed police compound a few weeks back. You know, the one they reckon they used tasers, baton rounds, de-escalation tactics, a stun grenade and then firearms, all in the space of about 20 seconds. 31-year-old Sheku died after he was detained by 6 Scottish plod. His family claimed that racism played a part in his death. It's said that Sheku was walking about brandishing a knife and damaging vehicles. Incapacitant spray was used initially after they say he failed to follow their commands. Joanne Caffery, the expert witness, told the inquiry that the primary focus for dealing with any kind of bladed weapon is contain rather than restrain. She told Angela Graham KC, the inquiry's senior counsel, to put a containment, you can't contain someone in an open place with just 2. If 4 or 6 turned up together, you have got a really good chance of containment. Now, in the case of Sheku, apparently only 1 unit was sent to intercept him, which Joanne Caffery said was an unreasonable response due to the claim a knife was involved, and said that a firearms unit should have been contacted but not deployed immediately, but instead to have waited for feedback in case they were needed. Joanne Caffery said a reasonable officer would only use force which was reasonable, proportionate and the minimum necessary. It would seem we have no reasonable officers in the UK then. She also agreed that the least forceful option must be attempted or considered and found to be inappropriate in the circumstances before other methods are considered. Now, I've said this before many times. If you have multiple police on the scene, as in more than one of them, one should have their taser out, the other should have the incapacitant spray. But the problem is, police love to fire a weapon, and so I think we'll take literally any opportunity to do so. Joanne Caffery was brought in as an expert witness to the inquiry, which is ongoing, as she was a former police officer and has been involved in around 150 case reports over the past 5 years dealing with deaths in custody, police custody procedures and the use of force. As I've said, the inquiry continues and I will bring you updates when I can. I'll also link to a playlist of the previous reports about Sheku in the description.